Welcome back to Bike Two Wheel World. Today we're taking a detailed look at one of the most interesting new maxi scooters of 2026, the Zontes 552 GT. Zontes has been building a reputation for offering impressive technology and equipment at prices that can undercut more established premium brands. And the 552 GT takes that philosophy into a much larger and more powerful category. With the new 531cc twin-cylinder engine, sporty touring styling, modern electronics, strong comfort features, and a generous equipment list, the 552 GT is clearly designed to attract riders who want the practicality of a scooter without giving up the performance and road presence associated with a larger motorcycle. The first thing that makes the 552 GT interesting is its engine. The new 531cc parallel twin power plant is reported to produce around 52 horsepower and 56 Nm of torque. Those numbers put this Zontes directly into serious maxi scooter territory. The engine uses liquid cooling, dock technology and electronic fuel injection, while an electronic throttle helps provide smoother and more precise control. According to current information, the engine is designed around strong mid-range performance, which is exactly what you want from a GT scooter. Instead of requiring constant high engine speeds, the twin-cylinder layout should provide a smooth and confident response when accelerating away from traffic lights, merging onto faster roads, or carrying a passenger. The twin-cylinder configuration is also an important selling point because it gives the 552 GT a more substantial character than smaller single-cylinder scooters. A parallel twin engine can deliver a smoother feel and a more refined sound, making longer rides more enjoyable. The 531cc capacity also gives the scooter enough mechanical reserve for highway and touring duties. Of course, actual acceleration and top speed can vary depending on market specifications, rider weight, conditions and final production calibration, but the published power figures suggest that this is no ordinary commuter scooter. Power is delivered through a continuously variable transmission, giving the 552 GT the effortless twist-and-go experience that makes maxi scooters so appealing. There is no traditional manual clutch or conventional gear-changing routine to worry about. The rider can simply select the riding mode, open the throttle and allow the CVT to manage the engine speed. This makes the scooter particularly attractive for urban riding, where frequent stopping and starting can make a manual gearbox tiring. But the 552 GT isn't designed only for the city. The GT name tells us exactly where Zontes wants this scooter to go. It is intended to combine everyday practicality with long-distance comfort. The bodywork is substantial, the riding position is designed for relaxed travel, and the overall silhouette has the proportions of a premium touring machine. The result is a scooter that looks much more serious than a typical urban commuter. From the front, the 552 GT has an aggressive and modern appearance. The lighting design gives the scooter a distinctive face, while LED technology contributes to both visibility and styling. The front fairing is carefully shaped to guide airflow around the rider, and the broad bodywork creates the visual impression of a machine built for covering serious distances. The windshield is an important part of the GT concept because wind protection becomes increasingly important as speeds and journey lengths increase. Move around to the side and the scooter's long, flowing profile becomes even more obvious. The fairing connects the front section to the seat and rear bodywork in a way that emphasizes the machine's touring purpose. The proportions are muscular without looking unnecessarily bulky, and the large wheels and substantial suspension components give the 552 GT a planted appearance. The rear section continues that premium design theme. The tail is compact compared with the large front fairing, while LED lighting gives the rear a contemporary appearance. The exhaust and mechanical components are integrated into the overall design rather than appearing as afterthoughts. This is important because maxi scooters are often judged as much on their visual presence as on their performance. One of the biggest advantages of the scooter format is storage, and this is another area where the 552 GT aims to be practical. Under-seat storage provides space for everyday items, while additional storage solutions and charging connectivity make the machine more useful for commuting and touring. The inclusion of USB charging is particularly convenient for riders who depend on a phone for navigation, communication or music during a long trip. Technology is another major part of the 552 GT package. The scooter features a modern TFT-style instrument display, giving the rider access to important information in a much more sophisticated format than the basic digital displays found on inexpensive scooters. Depending on market specification, the electronics package includes riding modes, cruise control and advanced braking technology. These features are particularly valuable on long journeys because they reduce rider workload and make the scooter feel more like a premium touring machine. Cruise control is one of the features that can make a major difference during extended highway riding. Rather than continuously holding the throttle at exactly the same position, the rider can use the system to maintain a steady cruising speed where conditions allow. It is a feature normally associated with larger touring motorcycles, so its presence on a mid-size maxi-scooter demonstrates how ambitious the 552 GT is. The riding modes also add another layer of versatility. A more relaxed mode can prioritize smoothness and efficiency, while a sport-oriented setting can provide a sharper throttle response. This means the same scooter can feel calm and comfortable during everyday commuting but more responsive when the road opens up. The exact calibration will ultimately determine how different the modes feel, but the concept fits perfectly with the 552 GT's dual-purpose character. Safety is equally important. The 552 GT is equipped with ABS, and the wider 552 platform has been presented with cornering-focused electronic safety technology and current market information. ABS is especially valuable because it helps reduce the chance of wheel lock during hard braking. For a large and relatively powerful scooter, having sophisticated braking assistance is an important part of the overall package. The chassis has also been designed around stability and comfort. A GT scooter needs to remain composed when traveling at speed while still absorbing imperfections in urban roads. The suspension therefore has a difficult job. It must provide enough support for confident cornering while also keeping the ride comfortable over bumps, expansion joints and uneven pavement. The 552 GT's substantial chassis and suspension hardware are intended to strike that balance. The seating position is another important part of the experience. Instead of forcing the rider into a compact, upright commuter position, the 552 GT provides a more relaxed layout that should work well for longer distances. The broad seat is designed to provide support, while the floorboard area gives the rider flexibility to adjust leg position. For touring, those small details can make a significant difference after several hours on the road. Passenger comfort is also important for a machine in this category. The large rear section and substantial seat provide a more suitable environment for two-up riding than smaller scooters. A passenger can benefit from the longer wheelbase and generous seating area, while the engine's twin-cylinder power should provide enough performance to handle the additional load more confidently than a small commuter scooter.